if you live on the Pacific coast, you're probably already well aware of what's going on with leptospirosis in marine mammals. And if you're not, then pay attention, especially if you have dogs. Essentially, leptospirosis is a bacterial disease that isn't specific to sea lions. This is a disease that we will see in mammals of all sorts. But it is a zoonotic disease, meaning that people can catch it, and so can your pets. California sea lions this year are being affected more aggressively and earlier than in a typical year. So it's not that this is a new disease for California sea lions. It is certainly not new. It just is affecting them, hitting the population particularly hard, resulting in an increased number of sick, dying, or dead sea lions on beaches in mid, kind of central to Northern California is being most affected, but honestly, the entire Pacific coast is seeing a higher number of cases than you would expect at this point in the year. What does this mean practically? Obviously, stay away from wildlife. That goes without saying and should be the default all the time. Even if your dog is vaccinated against leptospirosis, don't assume that they're protected, okay? There are multiple different strains of lepto, kind of like the flu has different variants, and you just can't be entirely sure what kind of strain an animal is carrying and whether or not your dog would be protected against that strain. How is it spread? That's important information for knowing how to avoid getting infected. The primary route of exposure that we worry about is contaminated urine from sick animals, passing into the environment, into water that your dog might pick up and drink on a walk. Sand could be a potential mode for kind of holding onto some of that bacterial load that could then become infective if ingested. Basically, urine, contaminated urine, is the number one way that it's spread, but it's not the only way that it's spread. So in short, stay away from, if you know that your beaches are being particularly affected by sick wildlife, this is not the season to take your dog to the beach. When treated, lepto is something that we can treat in dogs, cats, whatever pet might fall ill with this. And it can be treated in people as well. But if you don't know you have it, if you don't know that you're at risk, then, and if you don't seek treatment, then it can be fatal, not just in your dog, but in humans as well. So just a little PSA, while the sea lion population is being particularly heavily affected by lepto this year, maybe keep your dogs off the beach and be careful for yourself as well.